Do you know about Sigma females? They're like the silent leaders in social groupings. Typically, people talk about alpha and beta females, terms that determine women's positions in social groups. However, there's another type that's just as interesting and not spoken about as much, the Sigma female. Sigma females live in their own space without actually adhering to social norms. They're like introverted leaders, self-sufficient, and generally enjoy being alone rather than with others. Unlike alphas who like to be recognized, or betas who generally want others' validation, Sigmas are satisfied on their own. They're like enigmatic, independent women, generally perceived as unusual but yet boldly silent. They don't attempt to lead or follow. They just do their own thing and create their own way. Sigma females have a mix of traits that's incredibly unique. They're quiet but brave, self-reliant but adaptable, and capable yet caring. They're full of juxtapositions, which is why they're appealing. They operate their world in their own way. They don't just follow what other people do. They establish their own rules and comply with them. They don't wait for others to tell them that they're competent enough. They feel proud due to what they accomplish and how they progress. Understanding Sigma females is not that easy, but that's what makes them appealing. They're full of surprises, difficult to anticipate, and constantly leave you wondering. They're like a mystery waiting to be solved, truly mysterious, but their quietness is not an indication of weakness. Sigma females are strong, enduring, and very independent. They're happy with being on their own and do not depend on other people to feel worthwhile. In the realm of social interactions, Sigma females are the strange ones. They are like the leaders in a game of chess, creating their own movements. They aren't always the most noticeable in a crowd, but you obviously feel their presence. Remember, it's often the silent ones you should keep an eye on. These strategists are Sigma females, establishing their own way in social settings. They aren't just inherently like this. They develop into it. This development is like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, a path of discovering themselves and improving. With that said, let's explore all of these stages. The first stage of a Sigma female is being an introvert. At this stage, she may appear timid or distant, but honestly, she's comfortable being by herself and doesn't always want to be in a crowd. She's the person who listens, observes, and thinks. Next, we move to the second stage, the independent adventurer. At this stage, a Sigma female begins exploring the world, motivated by her interest and desire to learn. She's courageous enough to embark on an adventure alone, perceiving solitude as an opportunity for self-examination and personal growth. She's self-reliant, strong, and not swayed by what society demands. The third stage is to become a self-reliant planner. At this point, the female Sigma handles her own life. She makes her own decisions and doesn't depend on anyone else. She's smart, often preparing her next actions and thinking forward. She's strong and resourceful, always finding ways to solve whatever situation she encounters. The fourth and final stage involves becoming an empowered Sigma. After going through the initial stages, she emerges as a woman who truly understands herself. She's self-sufficient, independent, and completely in charge. She's comfortable with who she is and does not seek approval from other people. She leads needs not by telling people what to do, but by directing herself with transparency and determination. Every stage of a Sigma female's life is a journey toward development and self-discovery. It entails learning to embrace solitude, gaining independence, aiming for success, and eventually self-empowerment. It's about getting away from cultural standards and actually accepting oneself. Each stage is a milestone on the journey to becoming a Sigma female. Every Sigma woman has a one-of-a-kind journey. She progresses through these stages at her own pace, following her own intuition, and ultimately becomes a woman who is totally honest to herself, reflecting the essence of Sigma female Stoicism. An ancient philosophy plays a significant part in a Sigma female's life. Imagine a Sigma female, self-sufficient, independent, and comfortable in her solitude. She's not formed by societal standards, nor does she seek approval from other people. How does she maintain this stoic mentality? Stoicism, a philosophy that emerged from the rough landscape of ancient Greece, tells us to concentrate on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. It's about embracing life as it presents itself, finding peace within turmoil, and having a steady attitude when facing difficulties. This is the main foundation for a Sigma female. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once remarked, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Understand this and you will discover strength." This statement serves as a guiding motto for Sigma females. They know that their ultimate strength relies on their minds instead of the variable external environment. They don't aim to adhere to conventional norms or seek other people's approval. Their primary focus is on their own path, their progress, and their self-awareness. Epictetus, another renowned Stoic thinker, remarked, "We are bothered not by things, but by the perspectives that we take of them." This perspective is profoundly embedded in a Sigma female's mindset. They don't allow outside circumstances to control their happiness or self-worth. They don't get agitated by events, instead they monitor how they react to them. The value of Stoicism in Sigma females is their ability to stand aloof from society's constraints and expectations and enjoy life according to their own expectations. They are in charge of their own thinking. They do not allow the world's tumult to muffle their own inner voice. Instead, they hear it, believe it, and let it guide them.